Today, our topic is why Stoics emphasized virtue over success. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life, but it's not about chasing money, fame, or power. Instead, the Stoics believed that the most important thing in life is to be a good person, to live with virtue. They thought that success in the outside world, like having a big house, a fancy car, or a high-status job, doesn't guarantee happiness or fulfillment. What really matters is what's inside you, your character, your values, and how you treat others. The Stoics said that if you focus on being virtuous, you'll find peace and contentment, no matter what happens in your life. This might sound simple, but it's a powerful idea that can change the way you think about success and failure. Let's explore why the Stoics cared so much about virtue and how their ideas can help us today. First, let's talk about what virtue means. In Stoicism, virtue is about living in harmony with nature and reason. It's about being wise, courageous, just, and self-disciplined. These are the four main virtues the Stoics talked about. Wisdom means understanding what's truly important in life and making good decisions. Courage means facing challenges with strength and not being afraid of failure or hardship. Justice means treating others fairly and doing what's right, even when it's hard. And self-discipline means controlling your desires and emotions so you don't get carried away by things that don't really matter. The Stoics believe that if you practice these virtues, you'll live a good life, no matter what happens to you. They didn't think that external things like wealth, fame, or even health could make you truly happy. Why? Because these things are not in your control. You can work hard and still not get the job you want. You can be healthy today and get sick tomorrow. You can have a lot of money and still feel empty inside. The Stoics said that if you base your happiness on things you can't control, you'll always be disappointed. Instead, they taught that real happiness comes from within, from living a virtuous life. This is why they emphasized virtue over success. Success, in the way most people think about it, is about achieving goals and getting rewards. But the Stoics said that this kind of success is often an illusion. You might achieve your goals, but then what? You'll just want more. You'll never feel satisfied. And if you don't achieve your goals, you'll feel like a failure. The Stoics had a different way of thinking about success. For them, success wasn't about what you achieve, but about how you live. It was about being the best version of yourself, no matter what happens. This is a very freeing idea. It means that you don't have to worry about things you can't control. You don't have to compare yourself to others or measure your worth by what you have or what you've done. Instead, you can focus on what's really important, being a good person. The Stoics believed that if you focus on virtue, you'll always have something to be proud of, even if you fail in the eyes of the world. This doesn't mean that the Stoics didn't care about external things at all. They knew that it's natural to want things like health, wealth, and good relationships. But they said that these things should be seen as preferred indifference. This means that while they're nice to have, they're not essential for a good life. What's essential is how you respond to them. If you're wealthy, do you use your money wisely and help others? If you're healthy, do you take care of your body and use your energy for good? If you're in a good relationship, do you treat the other person with respect and kindness? The Stoics said that it's not the external things that matter, but how you use them. This is why they emphasized virtue over success. Success, in the Stoic view, is not about having more, but about being more. It's about developing your character and living in a way that's true to your values. This might sound hard, but the Stoics also gave practical advice on how to do it. One of their most important teachings is to focus on what you can control. They said that there are two types of things in life, things you can control and things you can't. You can't control the weather, other people's opinions, or whether you get a promotion at work. But you can control your own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. The Stoics said that if you focus on what you can control, you will feel more at peace. You won't waste energy worrying about things you can't change. Instead, you'll put your energy into becoming a better person. Another Stoic practice is to prepare for challenges. The Stoics believe that life is full of ups and downs, and that we should be ready for both. They said that we should imagine the worst-case scenario and think about how we would handle it. This might sound negative, but it's actually a way to build resilience. If you've already thought about how you would deal with failure, rejection, or loss, you'll be better prepared when those things happen. This doesn't mean that you should expect the worst all the time, but that you should be ready for anything. The Stoics also taught the importance of gratitude. They said that we should appreciate what we have, even if it's not perfect. Instead of focusing on what's missing in our lives, we should focus on what's already there. This helps us to be content and to see the good in every situation. Gratitude is a powerful tool for happiness, and the Stoics knew this well. Finally, the Stoics believed in the power of reflection. They said that we should take time every day to think about our actions and how we can improve. This is a way to learn from our mistakes and to grow as a person. Reflection helps us to stay focused on what's important and to live with intention. In conclusion, the Stoics emphasized virtue over success because they believed that true happiness comes from within. They didn't think that external achievements could bring lasting fulfillment. Instead, they taught that the key to a good life is to be a good person, to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. This doesn't mean that success is bad or that we shouldn't try to achieve our goals. But it means that we should focus on what's really important, our character and how we treat others. If we do this, we'll find peace and contentment, no matter what happens in our lives. The Stoic philosophy is a reminder that success is not about what you have, but about who you are. And that's a lesson we can all benefit from, no matter where we are in life.